Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. We are here for episode 21 of our Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. We are here in year 5 of the playoffs. If you missed out on the last episode, we finished the season going 49, 23, and 10, and we're facing off against the Dallas Stars in the playoffs. So let's take a look at their lines real quick. So Dallas is a pretty interesting team. They are quite top heavy, but they do have some decent depth as well here. They've got Jason Robertson, Rupa Hintz, and Carl Trigg on that first line. These are guys who can really put up points, so we definitely have to watch out for them. Their second line is Burakovsky with Robbie Fabry and Alexander Texier, who we wanted to get at the trade deadline. We sent them like a couple of I think it was a first round pick and some prospects, and they did not take our deal. Did the Columbus Blue Jackets. They decided to send him out to Dallas instead. So, maybe we want to win this one a little bit extra. The third line there is Logan Stankoven with Barrett Hayton and Joe Pavelski. Real good depth. Joe Pavelski always simulates incredibly well. An 84 and an 83 as well. That's going to be a great line. And then Boone Jenner, a former Winnipeg Jet with Heponiemi and Mason Marchman. Decent fourth line. On defense, this is where I think we can take advantage of them. The 91 overall Miro Heiskanen is going to need to play a lot of minutes because the rest of his lines, the rest of the D pairings are not that great. Nils Lundqvist at 84 is decent, but more of a second pairing guy, ideally. Then Oliver Shillington and Alexander Carrier. Again, these guys are okay, but that should be a third pairing defensively. And then Olimata with Thomas Harley. That's a fine third pairing, but the second pairing, hopefully we can take advantage of them. In the net, they have Jake Ottinger here, so it's really going to be a goaltending duel. I'll show you our lines real quick if you are not familiar with them, and then we'll go to the comments, and then we'll get the show on the road. So we have Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Brock Besser with a +5, then Gabriel Velarde, Cole Perfetti, Nikolai Ehlers with that +1, Chaz Lucius, Brad Lambert, Trevor Moore. But again, we can switch up these lines, give us a +3 on the second line, or even put Phil Dano up to the third line, whatever we want to do. And then the fourth line of Logan O'Connor, Phil Dano, and Jeff Carter. On defense, this is where we really shine. We have Roman Josi with Josh Morrissey, Zach Werenski with Jacob Bernard-Docker, and then Jonas Brodin with Ville Heinola. And this second line, at the trade deadline, we picked up Jacob Bernard-Docker, and he went crazy for us. He was a +21 in 22 games played, and he had 7 points as well. So a real good season from Jacob Bernard-Docker with us in Ottawa. He was minus every single year, basically, except for this year here. But with us +21, playing alongside of Zach Werenski, that is stuff that we love to see. We also went ahead and picked up Trevor Moore at the trade deadline as well, and with us a little bit disappointing, but he had 14 points in 22 games. He was a -6 though, so we want to see that kind of turn around. He's playing third line time right now, but we gave him some second line time during the regular season. Just didn't work out too much, but he definitely has a spot on this roster. Now, boys, before we go into the playoffs, I do just want to give you guys a disclaimer here, just to say that this video will be about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And the reason why I do that is so that you guys do not know what round we get out in, because, often when I watched my GM modes, I hated when the video was 20 minutes. It's the entire playoffs. I know you're out in the first round, so what's the point of watching, right? But this way, you guys can react alongside me. You can get excited, and you guys do not know when we are eliminated. So it doesn't matter when you see that time in the bottom right of your screen there. You're gonna see that it's about, an hour and 45 minutes or so, maybe 2 hours. Who knows? And that way you can just imagine that this can be a long playoff run. Now, before we jump into game number 1, we did get a comment last time from Fresh, who said, "Great episode as always," and ramble on, my friend. I always will, Fresh. Thank you for the kind words. He says, "When you enter trade deadline, deals are not as high pricing. I think definitely re-sign Velarde and Brodin. I feel a 3 or 4 year deal for Morrissey is a better option than signing Werenski for 6 years. Hopefully this team can win it all." I hope so too as well. But yeah, guys, in the last one, we were looking at some contract extensions. We got Josh Morrissey just wants a crazy deal here, $14 million for 4 years. So we're going to definitely wait on him for the offseason. But I do want to sign Jonas Brodin here, because he wants a pretty cheap deal, 5.45 mil for an 87 overall. You're not going to find much better. And even if he drops to like 85, that's still a decent deal for like an 85 overall, so I'd be down to give him 1 year at $5.45 million. And 85% of that is about 4.63. So we can go down to like 1 year at 4.850 for a guy like Jonas Brodin, maybe 4.750 for Jonas Brodin, and see what he says to that. I think that's a beyond fair deal for us. I mean, that's a bargain. An 87 overall for under $5 million. That is, I think, in my opinion, that's a steal of a deal. So maybe just for one more year, we get him on our blue line and fresh here likes Brodin a bit more than Werenski. So I am down to offer this deal up to Jonas Brodin. And always, guys, we can always trade him if his contract becomes a little bit bad. So let's just offer that and see what he says to it. And then also the other player was Gabriel Velarde. This guy has been on this roster since the first year. He's 28 years old now. He's been with us for 5 seasons. 5 seasons. He had his career year was 51 points in year number 1, but 43 points this year is pretty good as well, and he was a plus 16. He always shows up for us when we need him. He also loves to throw that body around, and he has decent takeaway to giveaway number. So there's definitely somebody that I would be willing to keep on the roster if the price is right. And yeah, I think that's pretty okay. Let me just see what we can get him for. And it looks like we could get him for just about $2.95 million. So let's go to 2 years, $3 million. Renew the same type of deal that he had coming into this year and see what he says to that. Will he re-sign with us for an extra 2 years? Since he's younger than Jonas Brodin, we can sign him on for 2 years. And that's what I'm going to do for the contract extensions for right now. And we will see what those guys say to it. But now, without further ado, boys, it is time for our 5th consecutive playoff run. Let's see if we can start this one off strong here, boys. Let's make sure Hellebuck is in the net, and then we'll get simulating. All right, Hellebuck is in there, and he is ready to go. Jet Greaves can be backing him up if things go south. So I'm happy with this tandem. I'm happy with this team. Now they just have to come through for us in the playoffs here. We've built this as best we can. It's game 1, year 5. We're playing Dallas, who we have played in the past. They've beaten us, I think, in the Western Conference Finals before, and I think we've also beaten them. So there's a bit of a grudge match here. Let's try to take round number 3. Here we go. Round 1, game 1, year 5, first period. That's going to go to the Winnipeg Jets, 1-0. And look who it is. Mark Scheifele going to get a goal for us on Jake Ottinger to open up the series scoring. Great first period from the boys. Now, second period underway. Let's have another good second period. Let's go, boys. Second period here. Okay, and each team's going to score one. Barrett Hayton on their third line gets one past Hellebuck, but then Cole Perfetti on the power play going to score one for us. If we can get our special teams going in this series, I think we have a real good shot to win it. Third period has begun now. Hellebuck has looked solid, and there's Kyle Connor getting it done. Kyle Connor has he's disappeared a little bit in some playoff runs before, so to see him score early, that's very nice. Heiskanen scores, but then Nikolai Ehlers going to score for us. So our big 4 all getting goals here. Ehlers, Connor, Scheifele, and Perfetti all scoring for us, and that is a textbook playoff game there. We keep them to 2 goals, and we're going to be able to score 5 there, as Zach Werenski pots in the empty netter with 54 seconds remaining. That's a great win, all-around win right there. 3 stars of the night are Gabriel Velarde getting 3 assists. After we sent him a contract offer, he's going to pick up some assists. Kyle Connor with 2 points and Cole Perfetti with 2 points as well. Nothing for Trevor Moore, but that is okay. Was anybody a minus here? Let me check. Okay, interesting that Velarde had 3 points but was a 0. That's kind of interesting. Any minuses? No minuses, but that is a bit weird that he's got 3 points and he was a 0. He didn't have any power play goals, maybe some power play assists in there, I guess. Kyle Connor with 2 points as well. Josh Morrissey with an assist. All right, all these guys did their thing. Good job, boys. So let's just keep this train moving now. After that first game, love to see the boys going up 1. And then Gabriel Velarde says it's an easy decision to renew my contract with you. It's important to get what I want for the contract duration, so it's easy to agree to this renewal. Thank you, Gabriel Velarde. It's a pleasure to have you on board once again for next year, for the next 2 years. And Jonas Brodin signs on as well to a 1-year extension. Thank you very much, Jonas Brodin. We got him at the trade deadline in year number 1, and he's been nothing but good to us since. So off the back of that good news there, boys, we get to play game number 2 once again in front of our fans here at Winnipeg. Game 2 against Dallas. Let's try to have the same type of outcome that we had in game number 1 here. And here we go. Starting this period up. First period. That's going to go to the Winnipeg Jets. Brad Lambert scores on that third line. Mark Scheifele gets his second of the series. Brad Lambert getting his first. And then, of course, former Winnipeg Jet Boone Jenner going to score on Connor Hellebuyck there. He was with us a couple of years ago when we made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Second period. Now, it's a good first period. Let's carry that momentum on into the second now. Second period, 3-1 for us, and it's Roman Josi, the addition at the very start of the year. We pick him up for a first and some young talent, and he's going to get a shorty for us on Jake Ottinger. Blasts it from the point, and you love to see that if you're a Winnipeg Jets fan. Third period has now commenced. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the simulation, but Oli Mata, their third-pairing defenseman, is going to get a goal on Connor Hellebuyck. That's unfortunate, but sometimes that happens, and then Alexei Heponiemi and the Winnipeg Jets have collapsed here in the third. Oh, man, that's tough. Can we get a late one, though? Can we get a late one so I don't have to go and watch? Power play, huge kill from our boys, and we're going to overtime. All right, here we are, boys, at Canada Life Center. The Winnipeg Jets taking on Dallas in game number 2. If we can win this one, keep our home ice advantage. We'll be up 2-0 going to Dallas. That would be great, but Dallas pouring on the pressure here. Kyle Connor going to collect that one in our corner. Here's Josh Morrissey. He's going to lead the rush. Morrissey, he drops it to Mark Scheifele. Scheifele now shot. What a save from Jake Ottinger, though, robbing Scheifele right in the slot. You hate to see that. It's Jason Robertson. Their first line has gotten out there. That means I want to try to get my first line out, but there's Ruben Hintz in the slot. What a save. And now Brock Besser over to Jonas Brodin. New contract for Brodin, and he barely misses the net, inches away from putting Winnipeg up 2-0 in this series. Fabry working the corner. He finds Logan Stankoven. Shot. Huge save from Connor Hellebuyck, and he's going to cover that one up, though. Here's Nikolai Ehlers coming into the zone. Ehlers shielding the puck, takes a backhander, and that's going to trickle in. Nikolai Ehlers gets us up 2-0 in this series. The Jets take that game 4-3. A huge clutch play from Nikolai Ehlers there. You just throw the puck on the net and good things happen, especially in the playoff time. We don't need to find all these fancy moves. Put that puck on the net and it finds a hole. All right, boys, we are up 2-0 in this series now. It's time to go over to Dallas and do the same thing that we just did. I would love to see this win here. That would put this series in serious jeopardy for the Dallas Stars. So let's just continue where we left off. Kyle Connor had 2 points in that game. So first line is clicking. The second line got the game-winning goal. I'm liking what I'm seeing from our boys. I'll start the simulation of this third game. Round number 1. We're in Dallas this time. And the first period is going to go to Dallas. It's Barrett Hayton getting his second goal of the series, I believe, on Connor Hellebuyck. That's okay, boys. It's like the first time we've been trailing basically the entire series, but a little bit of adversity, we know how to fight through that now. So let's go out there in the second period and let's get a lead, or at least win the second period here. Let's see what these boys can do. Second period, okay, and we tie it up. It's Brad Lambert, the young kid, who answers the call and ties this game at 1. Shots almost even, and the score is even heading into the third period now. Let's see if Hellebuyck can stay clutch for us. Big power play opportunity, and that goes nowhere. Now the Dallas Stars have the power play, and that also leads nowhere. And then Nikolai Ehlers is going to score shorthanded to give the Winnipeg Jets a 2-1 lead here. Hellebuyck, you got to stay strong for me, but Jason Robertson ends up scoring. 7 minutes left in the period. He scores, and it looks like we're going yet again. No, we're not. Andre Burakovsky. Wow. Andre Burakovsky with 58 seconds left is going to dash the hopes and dreams of Winnipeg Jet fans everywhere and give his Dallas Stars the win. Oh my goodness, what a heartbreaker for Winnipeg. 3 stars of the night are Jake Ottinger, Burakovsky getting the game winner, and Barrett Hayton, who scored that first one for them. Oh, and that's an absolute travesty for Winnipeg Jet fans, man. Was anybody big minuses in this game? Not just -1s, okay. -1 is not the end of the world. But the first defensive pairing, I don't like to see that, them being -1. But not the end of the world, -1s. I'm not too worried about that. Let's head into game 4 here. Let's try to take a 3-1 lead, boys. AHL regular season's over. We actually ended up making the playoffs. That's kind of cool. We went 42, 25, and 5. That's nice. Either way, we're focusing here on the NHL. We are 2-1 everywhere else. Most other teams are 2-1. Montreal's up 3-0 over Boston, and Calgary's also up 3-0 over Edmonton. So Connor McDavid having a rough one over there once again. Interesting stuff. All right. But let's refocus back here. Game number 4, that last one, we were in it, we had the lead, and then once again, we blew it in the third period. So I'm not liking that. 2 games in a row, we blew a third period lead. So I'm not liking what I'm seeing, boys. We need to stay focused in the clutch. That's what separates the good teams from the okay teams, you know? Or even the good teams from the great teams. You got to be able to stay focused, stay clutch, defend for your lives because your playoff life depends on it sometimes. Either way, let's start this one off strong. First period, 2-1 for Dallas, man. Mason Marchment and Andrei Burakovsky both score. A fourth liner and a second liner. Luckily, Kyle Connor gets one for us. So 3 goals in 3 minutes at the very start of the period there. It's not ideal for us, but again, only down by 1 goal. We can definitely come back in this one. Second period, we need to come out flying here. And Hellebuyck, I want to see a good performance out of you. So second period, 3-3. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Chaz Lucia scores on the power play. Mark Scheifele scores even strength, and then of course, Alexander Texier is going to get his first of the series. I'm surprised he doesn't have 10 goals by now, knowing the EA voodoo. But I will definitely take him only having 1. So going into the third period, boys, it's pretty simple. You win the third period, you're up 3-1 in the series. If you lose the third period, it's going to get a bit hairy. We're going to go 2-2 back to Winnipeg. So let's try to win this one, put everything you have out there on the ice each and every shift. Third period is underway here in Dallas, man. It's a very tense atmosphere. Nobody wants to make a mistake. And there's Logan Connor, the fourth liner, who gets a goal. But then, of course, Ruben Hintz answers right back on the power play. And Hellebuyck has allowed 4. I do not like seeing that. It's like he's playing the Avalanche in 2024. And then Jason Robertson also scores. Oh, my goodness. And we have once again had a third period collapse. What is going on here? 3 games in a row, we've had a lead in the third period, and the Dallas Stars have come back and won. This makes no sense to me. We have -4s, Perfetti, Velarde, and Ehlers, the second line. Yikes. Okay, let's try to get Trevor Moore going. We're going to have to change some lines. That second line's got to change if they can't get it done. But that is absolutely unacceptable there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch Hellebuyck out. That's unacceptable. 3 games in a row to lose a lead in the third period for 3 games in a row. That's absolutely unacceptable. So just gonna make a small change here. These guys are doing, they're doing good on the fourth line there. Brad Lambert, he's a 0, -4 for Gabriel Valeri. Yikes. Okay, so that second line was really hurting us. First line's doing great, though. On defense, what do we look like? Josi and Morrissey are minus. So are Werenski and JBD. But that fourth line is doing great things. Okay, so what about maybe more of a stack approach? Doing something more like this, where we... do we go back with Brody and Morrissey? Those guys have played together in the past before. And then Josi, Werenski, let's try that. And then for goalies, I'm going to switch out for Greaves. We're going to put Trevor Moore here. Try to see if he can't set up Cole Perfetti and Nikolai Ehlers a little bit more here. Ehlers has 3 goals, and Morrissey doesn't have any assists, so maybe those guys on the same line, they can link up for a little bit of action. Scratched players, Logan Hutsko could get in there, but it's not going to be a big change, and the fourth line's been doing okay anyways, so... And they're barely playing, right? So, okay, I think I like these lines a little bit. Oh, maybe we could do this, though. Brad Lambert has not been... Oh, no, Brad Lambert's been fine. It's the second line that hasn't been good. Yeah, Brad Lambert's been fine there. All right. I like these lines. Slight changes here to the top 6 and the defense especially. We're going with Brodin and Morrissey, and then Werenski and Roman Josi. See if we can spark them a little bit more. And that's going to be the lines going into game number 5 here. In Winnipeg this time. Let's try to get a dub. They've tied it up at 2. There's only 2 series tied at 2, so we really got to fight here. We really have to fight. In Winnipeg, every home team has won their game. Now we have Jet Greaves showing up for us. This could end disastrously if Jet Greaves decides not to show up, but got to make a change. We can't be blowing a lead in the third period for 3 games in a row, so Jet Greaves is going to get the start tonight. And I need these boys to show up offensively for me. So here we go. Game 5 in Winnipeg. Every home team has won in this series. So let's try to continue that trend with the first period being 0-0. You know what? I will take that. I will take a 0-0 outcome. Jet Greaves was able to settle in there. He didn't allow a goal, so that is good to see. Second period now, boys. We need to find a way past Jake Ottinger. Second period, and 3-1 for the Dallas Stars. Are you kidding me? 3 goals in 4 minutes for these guys. Mark Scheifele gets 1, but it's not enough. And let's go through the third period now. We're going to need a miracle. Dallas will have to pull what we did. Okay, there's 1 from Josh Morrissey. Dallas is going to need an absolute collapse if we're able to come back in this one. And there's another one. Mark Scheifele gets his second of the game, and we are back, boys. We are so back right now. 3-3 tie. Are we going where I think we are? I sure hope not. Power play goes nowhere, and we've got overtime. Here we are in Winnipeg for game number 5, and we desperately need this one here. Here's Jason Robertson, though, trying to end this one early. Luckily, we get a poke check off. Lambert, he has that puck into the slot. Gabriel Velarde gets robbed by Jake Ottinger once again, though, and Ottinger standing tall for his Dallas Stars. Brock Besser, Mark Scheifele now with the puck. Scheifele gets nudged off, but Brock Besser's going to find that in the corner. Into the slot. Roman Josi, he's going to score. And that's his second goal of the series. And he gives the Jets a 3-2 lead in the series. Huge goal from Roman Josi. He's got ice in his veins. Great acquisition. Oh my gosh, at the early part of the year. And Roman Josi gets it done for us, boys. Huge goal. And boys, I'm just here looking at the stats right now. I know it's still loud in the arena, but look at this. Jet Greaves got pulled after 26 minutes because he allowed 3 goals on 16 shots. Hellebuyck came in relief and didn't allow any, so maybe a little kick in the pants there to Hellebuyck means that he's going to be more focused for this next game, because I think he's going to get the start in that one. Even though we won, it seems like Hellebuyck actually played for the majority of the game, so I think that might be a good call to transition into Hellebuyck there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do going into the next game. We won that one, so I'm not going to change up the forward lines or the defensive pairings. I'm just going to make sure that Hellebuyck plays in the net for us, which he should be. I believe automatic rotate goalies is on, so yeah, he's going to be in that starting position there. And let's see if he can't give us a win here. We have not had a dominant Hellebuyck performance yet. You know, last year in the playoffs, when we made it quite far, he had a couple of great performances for us. This year, he hasn't really had to stand on his head so far, but I would definitely like to see a big performance here, like a 2-goal max type performance is what I'm talking about. Because other than the first game, they have scored 3 or more in every other game. So, Hellebuyck, I'm looking at you, buddy. We've been able to score. This team has been able to score. Hellebuyck, I need you to keep that puck out of the net in this one. So we're going to simulate this game. I need a win, boys. We're in Dallas. I don't want to come back home for Game 7 here. No team has won on the road in this series, but we're going to change that right here, right now, for the first period. 1-0 for the Winnipeg Jets. It's Ville Heinola. He's been silent this series, but that's a huge goal on Jake Ottinger to set the tone for us. Second period now, Hellebuyck, keep doing your thing. Second period, 1-1, and Barrett Hayton has Connor Hellebuck's number this series. That's like his 4th goal of the series or something. This guy is getting them goals. All right, boys, third period, we have been awful in the third period in this series. They've outscored us by a very wide margin in the third period, it feels like. So I need goals, and I need goaltending here. This is clutch time. This is where champions are made. You show up in the third period to close out a series. Can you guys do it, or will you disappoint? Let's start this third period up, and let's go large here. Of course, they get a power play, but we kill it off, thank God. But then, of course, Ruben Hintz is just going to score right after, and then Alexander Texier and Connor Hellebuyck falls apart once again in the third period. Oh my God, you can't trust this guy as far as you can throw him. What is this? This is ridiculous. For every single game he has played the entirety of, we have lost in the third period, except for game 1, we have lost a lead or gotten smoked while we were tied in the third period. That is absolutely unacceptable from Connor Hellebuyck. 4-1 win for the Dallas Stars. Now we're going to 7 in Winnipeg. Who is negative here? Brodin, JBD, Mark Scheifele, Roman Josi. I mean, a lot of negatives. A lot of negatives. But Brodin at -3. And where's Josh Morrissey? Morrissey, he's a 0, so I don't know how that happens, but it is what it is. 3 stars of the night, Ottinger, Hintz, and Heiskanen. Oh my god, Hellebuck, you're killing me, man. You are absolutely killing me. Alright, boys, so this might be a questionable decision, but I can't keep Hellebuck in the net. He can't keep a lead for us. And even when we have a lead, or even if we're tied, he can't keep the tie. So every single game he's been in, whoops, wrong thing. But I might change these up as well, actually. Josi, Rowinski, yeah, I'm not sure. But no, even when like if we're tied, like we were tied 1-1, and they just explode for 3 goals. Like I said before, every game except for game number 1, we have blown a third period lead. So that's unacceptable. So Roman Josi, should Josi get up to the top? How have these guys been doing? +2, -3 for Roman Josi. Yikes. Oh man, do we keep the lines the same? Do we make a slight change? We go Rowinski instead of Brodin? Okay, let's do that instead. Just a slight alteration there. Keep Roman Josi on that second unit. Goaltending is going to be Jet Greaves. Jet Greaves is going to get the call. I know his numbers don't look good, boys, but Jet Greaves is getting the call. Even strength. This first line has been good for us. They're very much plus players. The second line, though, I can't get the second line going. They've done nothing for me. And then this third line, yeah, even the third line is -0 here for the fourth line. The second and third line, I don't know what to do. Do I get Chaz Lucius in there instead of Trevor Moore? I can't do Chaz Lucius, can I? Surely. How many shots does this guy take in the playoffs? He has 18 shots in 6 games. I don't know. Alright, boys, these are going to be the lines. I didn't make any changes. I was fiddling around with, like, putting Gabriel Velarde up on the first line, getting Besser on the third with, like, Cole Perfetti, and then moving Chaz Lucius into the center position, but I don't know. I think I'm just trying to do too much here. Defense, we're going to make that Werenski change. Offense, we're going to keep the same. The offense has not been the problem. The problem has been defense and goaltending. So, I mean, .902 save percentage from Hellebuck is not good enough whatsoever. So Greaves is getting in there. He's getting the chance to close this one out. You know, in the real world, this would never happen, but in EA land, the lower overall goalies, they've just got some juju to them. So I'm hoping that Greaves can come through for us right now, right here, right now. Game 7 in Winnipeg. The home team has won every single game. Let's go here, boys. We need this desperately. After all the moves that we made, all the first-round picks I traded away, I need a win. We need to go deep this year. So it just starts right here. Our playoffs start here. And we start off hot with Kyle Connor getting a quick goal on Jake Ottinger. And then Joe Pavelski answers right back, his first of the series. And it comes at an incredible time for them. Power play goes now to Dallas, and they're going to score on it. Jason Robertson gives his team a 1-goal lead, and Jet Greaves has crumbled here early. Another power play now. Zebras, give us one then, please. And we don't get any, but Mark Scheifele going to score even strength to even this one up at 2. Oh my goodness. I do not want to get into a shootout with these guys. Let me tell you that. They have some star power on their team. We've got depth, but they've got those crazy good stars, and they've got a great goalie, so we can just shut it down at any time. But a decent first period, I will take it. At least we tie it up there at the end. So second period underway now, and they're going to score quick. Jet Greaves has not been the answer that I hoped that he was. Maybe it was foolish of me to throw Connor Hellebuck in there instead. Oh man, and now they have another power play. We haven't gotten a single power play this game, but it's okay. Nikolai Ehlers can even us up at 3. We're being outshot, but the score is even. And these boys are finding the way to come back into this one. It's tied at 3. Going into the third period. Game 7. Oh my goodness. This is playoff hockey, boys. Nothing I can say to these guys. I've made the moves. I've put together a roster that I think can win. And now they've got to show me that they can do it. Cole Perfetti, Trevor Moore, Roman Josi, Josh Morrissey. I'm looking at guys like you, those secondary pieces, Kyle Connor even, like, show me what you guys can do. And Jet Greaves, this is a legacy third period from you. I need one bad. We're starting up the third period now. Do not fall. Okay, there's Roman Josi. Now, don't blow a lead. There's Brock Besser. Oh my gosh, all the boys I'm calling out here. Roman Josi scores after being called out by the GM. And now I swear to God, if we blow another third period lead, I swear to God, there's Barrett Hayton. Do not do this to me, Winnipeg. Do not do this to me. 4 minutes left. Oh my gosh, 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Power play! What a kill from the penalty killers, and the Winnipeg Jets are off to round number 2 off a masterclass from Jet Greaves. He let in 4 goals, but he had 42 shots on net. I'll take it. I don't care. I will take it. Kyle Connor with 3 points. Brock Besser with 3 points. Jonas Brodin with 2 points. Sorry, Brock Besser with 2 points as well. Oh my God, I will take it. I don't even care who's minus. We didn't even have that many minuses. Okay. So the lines worked out there. But Morrissey and Orinsky, I gotta find a way to get Morrissey going. Okay, the third line was minus. I don't care. Oh my gosh. We had to have an absolute shootout there with Dallas. And now we went to 7 games. There's other teams going to 7 there as well. We will find out who we have to play in round number 2 right now, boys. Who do we think it is? I hope it's nobody crazy. Of course, it has to be, right? It has to be Colorado Avalanche. All right. I mean, hey, to win the Stanley Cup, you have to beat the best teams, right? You're not going to win the Stanley Cup beating nobody. So here they are. You know them, you love them, or you hate them, but they're fun to watch either way in real life. So Valeri Nichushkin, 85 overall, 4 points in 4 games. Nathan MacKinnon, yeah, that's going to hurt. 96 overall, 10 points in 7 games. And Mikko Rantanen with 5 points in 7 games, 95 overall. Nichushkin coming off injury, so maybe we can work that a little bit. Obviously, we don't want to hurt the guy on purpose, but, you know, just to play hard on him, right? Now, Landeskog has 8 points in 7 games, so this second line might be carrying for them. Ross Colton with, okay, only 2 goals, though, in 7 games. And then John Tavares has 6 points in 7 games. 4 goals, 2 assists. Crazy. Okay, but their third line drops off a little bit. Christian Vessel. Oh my God. Former Winnipeg Jet. Drafted from Winnipeg. He was in our system for so long. We traded him over to Colorado. I don't remember for what, but we traded him to Colorado. He played 53 games in 21-22, but other than that, we kept him in the AHL, where he had great seasons, but he just never grew. Then we traded him over to Colorado. I don't remember what for, but he's about to come back with a vengeance, and he's going to have a legacy series, man. Of course he will. Of course he will. He's with Julius Meitinen. He's a first-round pick in the first year. All right. And then Miles Wood, still on that wild contract. Then they have Jacob Lauko, Liam Foudy, and Brock McGinn. So their bottom 6 is not great, but that first line, that's the best first line in the National Hockey League. And then they've got this, Bowen Byram with Cale Makar, 91 overall Bowen Byram with a plethora of X factors. He's got 4 points in 7 games. Cale has 7 points in 7 games. They're +4, +5. Yeah, they're the best. I think, well, were they the best defensive pairing? No, they actually were only +3. All right. But the year before that, they were like +50. So interesting how franchise mode works. Then they've got Devon Taves, but then they have Robin Salo. So this third, their depth is not great on defense, but this top 2 defensive pair, that's insane. And then goaltending, who do they have back here? Logan Thompson, 84 overall, only a .904 save percentage, 2.84 goals against average. So quite similar to what we've been getting here. This is going to be another offensive series, I think. We're going to have to find a way to stop MacKinnon, Rantanen, and this top defensive pairing. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but I have faith in our boys. We have a great team here. We're just going to jump into it, boys. Just jump straight in. We should have home ice advantage, I believe. I just making sure that Hellebuck's in the net. Yeah, we're going to start Hellebuck this series. And, oh man, I don't know. We do have home ice advantage, so that's nice to see. And the other teams that made it, let's look across the league here and see the other people who made round number 2. So we've got Vancouver and Calgary, excuse me, in the second round of the West. We have the Maple Leafs versus the Islanders, and then Montreal versus Florida. Florida went to 7 games against Tampa. Montreal swept out Boston, original 6 matchup right there. Toronto beats out the Hurricanes in 5, and the Battle of New York goes to the Islanders this year. So a couple of duels here, and of course the Avs went to 7 against the Minnesota Wild. So That's two teams, both of us had some, had some difficult series, coming off difficult series. So maybe a little bit of fatigue on both sides. We will see. And this is also obviously a rematch of well, I can't really say rematch of the current series, but this is the real life series going on right now. And the Avs are kind of smacking Winnipeg around. But in this universe, we're going to look to change that narrative. So, game one in Winnipeg, we are undefeated in Winnipeg in this playoff run. Let's keep that stat going and simulate this first game here. Avalanche, obviously, they have a stacked top six. But other than that, I think we can find success against these guys. So let's go here, boys. First period. That's a beautiful way to start. 2-0 for us. Roman Josi on the power play, and then the young Brad Lambert gets another one for us. Huge first period. Let's keep that momentum rolling into the second now. Second period. Okay. 2-1, and Nathan MacKinnon's going to score. Yeah, that's going to happen. They're top dogs. They're going to get goals. They're going to get points. We just got to try to stop the bleeding as much as we can. Put a tourniquet on, boys, all right? It's all you can do against the Stabs team. They're always going to create chances, but you just got to stop that bleeding as much as possible. And when they're doing that high-flying offense, they're going to give up chances as well. So we have to capitalize on those rush opportunities, the counterattack, boys. As we have to live off the counterattack in this one. Third period is underway here in Winnipeg, and of course we blow another third period lead. Of course we do because Hellebuck's in the net. Can we salvage it, though? Can we come back, show some poise? Power play? No, doesn't go anywhere. And it's getting dicey, and there's Miles Wood who gets one for the Avs. And for the first time this year, the Jets lose on home ice, and we lose a big one, a 5-2 for the Colorado Avalanche. And Jets fans, oh man, that's a tough series. That is a tough series. Josi finds 2 points, but Makar had 4 and Byram had 2. That's what I'm saying. That first defensive pairing, they know how to get it done. They know how to get it done for their team. Let me make some line changes here, boys, and see what I can come up with. All right, so Roman Josi and Jonas Brodin are playing very well together, but the top pair is -7. Zach Werenski's -7 out there. So maybe I want to try something else. I mean, Jake Docker is -5. It's not great. Maybe we should get JBD out of here for Dmitry Kuzmin. Get Roman Josi back up to that top pair. Roman Yosi's been doing his thing. And just try to stop the bleeding with Zach Werenski. Yeah, but Brodin has been playing well for us. Hellebuck, I'm going to switch him out for Jet Greaves. I know it might sound faded, but I don't really have a choice here. So Mark Scheifele, Trevor Moore, Kyle Connor. Then we're going to go with Nikolai Ehlers, Gabriel Velarde, Brock Besser. Third line is going to be Lucius, Lambert, and Cole Perfetti getting demoted after he's a -6. And then defensively, we're going to go Roman Josi, Morrissey, Brodin, Werenski, and Hinola, and Dmitry Kuzmin's going to come into the lineup. And we're going to try to see if these changes make any difference. And then obviously Jet Greaves between the pipes. We need a big game against the Avs here. They've got a lot of momentum, so got to try to stop them here. Draw the line, boys. First period. I need a big one. First period. 0-0. Okay, I'll take a 0-0 first period. Second period. Come on. Show me some offense. Offense, where are you? Second period. 2-0 for the Avs. And Christian Vesalainen opens up the scoring, followed by the captain, Gabriel Landeskog. I can't blame Jet Greaves for it, though. We have 0 goals, and Greaves, oh my gosh, Ross Colton getting another one for his Avalanche. Power play for the Avs now, and they're just pouring on the pressure here. 5 minutes to go, and we can't solve Logan Thompson. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. We end up losing both games at home, and the Avs take a commanding 2-0 lead, going back to Ball Arena, where the altitude is going to try to suffocate us just like they have been in this playoff series. Ehlers -3, Velarde, Best. So that second line did not work. Werenski was -1, Brodin. All my changes, none of them worked. Kuzmin was -1, Morrissey. I mean, is anybody even trying out there? Or are you guys just rolling over and letting the Avs beat you down? Year after year after year with this team. We can't find the offense. And when we have the offense, we don't have the goaltending. What is it with this team? How can we win? Winnipeg is cursed, man. They're absolutely cursed. Alright, guys, so at times like these, you guys know I like to sometimes just see what the coach has to say about it. He's Gonna go Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Trevor Moore. Second line will be Nikolai Ehlers, Cole Perfetti, Brock Besser. Third line of Logan O'Connor, Philippe Danault, Gabriel Velarde, and then a fourth line of Brad Lambert, Chaz Lucius, and Logan Hutsko, leaving out Jeff Carter in the lineup. All right, defense, we're going to be Morrissey with JBD, Roman Josi with Dmitry Kuzmin, and Zach Werenski with Jonas Brodin. What do I have to lose? I mean, these guys, they're not playing. What do I have to lose? Maybe we try something like this instead? +4. I mean, nah. We gotta trust the coach. We hired the coach for a reason. Let's trust the coach. I mean, these lines seem absolutely faded, but what are you gonna do? And then in the net, it's Connor Hellebuyck. 890, like, EA, come on. When are goalie stats gonna start mattering? When are they gonna start mattering? 896 save percentage, and he has 90 poise as well. So if you're gonna say, oh, you need to get a goalie with good poise, he has 90. What does he need? 99 poise? It's probably because his aggressiveness is 90, but whatever. I can't control it. Jet Greaves, 903. Like, he's not much better. So the lines look interesting, to say the least. But hey, the computer tends to organize their lines how they simulate best. I feel like sometimes the however the AI organizes it, that's just how it works best. So let's see if we can get a win here in Colorado. One of the toughest places to get a win in the league, but we're gonna do our best here in Ball Arena. We're in the Mile High City. You guys better not be smoking it up before the game. Let's get it on the way. I need a good first period. I need a good everything, really, though. I need offense to show up. I need absolutely everything from these boys. First period. All right. 1-0 for us. Josh Morrissey scores with Jacob Bernard Docker on his right-hand side, and he scores with 8 seconds left as well, so it's a huge goal. Really bring the momentum into our favor. I love that. Great first period, boys. Good job, Connor Hellebuyck. A good job, Josh Morrissey, and good job, defense. Second period now. I need another great effort performance. Second period, and of course, there they come. Amigo Rantanen and John Tavares both score for the Colorado Avalanche, and we can't get any goals on this team. It's because Cale Makar and Bowen Byram are shutting us down, but there's Trevor Moore on the power play. Okay, hold up. The series is not over. The series is not over. Another power play for us. That goes nowhere. But then we go. There we go. Brock Besser scoring. Second line. The second line has been struggling all playoff run. Besser comes in, and he's going to find life for us. And can we do it? Yes, we do. Yes, we can. 3-2 victory for us. Hellebuyck makes 34 saves, and he shows signs of his former Vezina self. Besser with 2 points, Morrissey with 2 points. That's a huge win for the Jets. All right, so after that big win, we're gonna keep the lines the same, even though they look wild, they look insane. We're only down by 1 in the series now. If we can win this one, we can bring it back home after just winning 2 in a row. Like, that's some serious momentum we can start building. So let's go, boys. Let's show some heart. Let's show some battle. I need another game just like that. Hellebuyck played great. The offense played admirably. So I need that same performance once again here in Colorado. First period. Okay, 1-1. I'll take 1-1. Devin Taves gets his first of our series, followed by Kyle Connor, who scores on the power play. Going into the second period, gotta find it, boys. You have to find the offense. We haven't been getting much of it. And Hellebuyck, I need you, man. I so desperately need you. You've been awful this playoff run, but last game you had a good one. I need back-to-back from you. When if a goalie can get hot in the playoffs, he can steal you a series. That's kind of what I need from Hellebuyck right here. Second period. Oh my gosh, and Kyle Connor gets his second power play goal of the game, just confirming, yes, that is true. So the power play has been dominant here so far in this game. Give us another one, Zebras. I need all the luck I can get. Oh my gosh, they gave it another one. Oh, but we can't get anything on it. It's okay, I can't complain. And then Roman Josi's going to score in even strength against Logan Thompson, and the Jets are buzzing right now. Up 3-1 in this game. Do not crumble like we have in the past. That's a huge kill, a 5-on-3 kill for a while. We hold the Avalanche at bay for the first time in this series. Perfetti gets a goal for us as well. That's a 4-1 victory for the Winnipeg Jets, and we finally get 2 good goaltending performances back to back. Connor with 2 goals, Josi with 2 points. Hellebuyck makes 30 saves. That is the Hellebuyck that we know and love here in this series, man. He has had some incredible playoff performances for us, and then he's had some absolute stinkers as well. So you never know what you're going to get. Kuzmin is fully back. I guess he got hurt for that game, but it's all good. He's a champ in there. I want to look at the lines, but at the same time, I don't want to mess with the juju right now. I just want to keep going. So in Winnipeg, we've only lost 2 games in Winnipeg. Granted, they have both been to the Avalanche, but let's try to come back home and put on a show for the home ice fans here, boys. So let's get simulating this one. First period. Shut this offense down like we did last game. The same way we played last game. Let's play this one. Maybe even harder. First period. Okay, 1-0 for the Avs. Rantanen scores with 2 minutes 39 seconds remaining in the first. That's tough. And look at the shots. Oh my god. The shots are 21-5 in favor of the Colorado Avalanche. We got 3 penalties alone in that period. That's absolutely unacceptable. And they are quadrupling our shots. Hellebuyck is on pace to make 60 saves, to get 63 shots on net. Boys, you got to show up for your goalie right here. He is the only reason we're in this game right now. I need everybody else on the team to strap in, lock in, get in the dressing room. Let's fight, boys. We cannot win a game playing like this, all right? You can't beat any team playing like this. No, I'm not just talking about the National Hockey League. You can't beat the Ottawa 67s playing like this, all right? So strap in. Let's go here, boys. Second period. 3-1 for the Avs. And they're still dominating the shots. Nichushkin scores his first of the series. Cole Perfetti scores his second of the series. Mettinen scores his first. I can't blame Hellebuyck for this one. This is offense. This is all offense. No heart for us in this game, but we've made third period comebacks before. Let's make another one here, boys. You can't do it when you're in the box, though. I feel like I never get power plays. Only the computer. Okay, there's one for me, and there's Chaz Lucius who's going to score. We're only down by 1 now here, boys. Hellebuyck, if you can keep us in this one, that would be huge. That would be absolutely huge. Come on. 5 minutes, boys. You gotta fight for your goalie here. You have to fight. Power play. No, are you kidding me? And the Avs are going to take a 3-2 series lead. Dang it, man. They really gave me hope just to snatch it away like always. 3 stars of the night are Perfetti with 2 points. Bowen Byron with 2 points. Perfetti with 2 points. Mettinen with 2 goals. Oh, man. -3 for Roman Josi and Dmitry Kuzmin. Nice. Good job, boys. Guys, these are going to be the lines going into the next game. And the reason why is because, Zacharinsky's on that third line because he's a -9. I'm changing up the other defensive pairings because Ville Heinola was playing great. I don't know why the computer took him out. And then JBD is going to be on that second line. I was thinking of reuniting JBD with Zacharinsky, but Werenski's a -9. I just can't justify it. So Roman Josi will be playing there. He has 5 goals. Yeah, so he's going to be playing there. And then scratched lines, I've taken out Dmitry Kuzmin. He was a -5 in 4 games. Like, he cost us a couple of games. So he's got to come out. And then for the offense, I'm thinking of just stacking. But this first line has been so good. I don't know if I can justify it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the offensive lines the same. I'm just going to switch up Besser with Moore because this first line was killing it when they were all together. See if we can rekindle that. I know the second line got torched, but what am I gonna put Phil Danault up to the second line? Like, no, he can't get any offense. Gabriel Valerdi, maybe, but then Trevor Moore is abandoned on the third line. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. So we're gonna keep these lines how they are. Chaz Lucius play fourth line time. Actually, we should probably put in Brad Lambert. He has better faceoffs anyway. So that's what the lines are gonna look like, boys. Let's wish us luck going into Game 6. We do have history on our side though as well because the away team has won every single game in this series. The Avs took the first 2 on our home ice in Canada Life Center. Then we took the next 2 at Ball Arena. And then they take the Game 5 once again in Winnipeg. So let's try to even the odds here at 3-3 starting this one. Hellebuyck, I need a heck of a game right here from you. Everybody take a deep breath. And let's go. Playoff lives on the line. First period, 0-0. We're out shooting them in shots, but the shots are very low for these two teams. The Avs are definitely a team that will throw everything onto the net, so to see them only have 4 shots, I can only assume is a good thing. Second period now. Play the exact same way as the first period, and we can have this one. Second period, 2-1 for the Winnipeg Jets. I love that. Mettinen gets a power play goal, but then Brad Lambert on the 4th line, Logan O'Connor on the 3rd line, I think. Our depth guys are getting the job done, and that's what you need in the playoffs. You need your depth to show up, so thank you, boys. Now, big names, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Hellebuck. You got to close this one out. I'm looking at Morrissey. I'm looking at Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele even in your older age, Cole Perfetti, Trevor Moore. I mean, the list goes on and on. Nikolai Ehlers, Brock Besser, Roman Josi, Zach Werenski. A goal would be legendary right now. Let's go here, boys. Third period is underway, and we have to shut them down. And of course, as soon as I say that, the 4th line center, Liam Foudy, is going to get a goal on Connor Hellebuck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? That's absolutely unacceptable, boys. How do we allow that to happen? Liam Foudy to get loose in the slot. It's not Nathan MacKinnon out there, but then Chaz Lucius, hang on. The young kids are getting it done for us. The depth of the Winnipeg Jets has come through, and we've won Game 6. Yes, let's go, boys. What a victory. And Hellebuck once again has stood on his head, making 32 saves and having a .941 save percentage. Lucius with 2 points, and that 4th line came to play. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. And Ville Heinola, with his re-entrance into the lineup, gets a point for us as well. But look at this 4th line with Chaz Lucius. The 3rd line has also did their job. Logan O'Connor, Gabriel Velarde. 4th line, Brad Lambert. Morrissey had an assist. 3rd line, Philippe Danault as well. So those boys did their thing. They were +2. Any minuses? Yeah, we have a couple minuses, the 1st line. But they'll get it going. Don't worry about the 1st line. They will get it going. That is a huge game. And now we go into Game 7. The lines will stay the same. We have two other series going 7 games as well. Vancouver, Calgary, and Islanders, Toronto. So this is it, boys. Do or die once again to get to the Western Conference Finals for like the 2nd year in a row or something like that. Maybe the 3rd year in a row. Can we do it? Up against the Colorado Avalanche. Hellebuck. Offense. Let's do this. We're in front of our home ice fans, which does not bode well for this series with the stat that I told you guys after last one. But this is a new game. We watched Game 7s. We watched them live. Well, not live, but we let the time run down. We're leading in the shot category 10 minutes into the 1st period. Oh, boys, I'm nervous. I know, because I know that they have the offense to, like, at any point. They can just get a blast, but there's Nikolai Ehlers who's going to score for us. That's a 1-goal lead for the Jets. Do not get complacent here, boys. At any moment, they can turn it on. Nathan MacKinnon can just go down the ice, or Cale Makar can just go end-to-end like he did in Game 4 of the Winnipeg series. That was insane if anybody saw that clip. So Ehlers, huge goal, bro. Absolutely huge goal. But I need another one offense. We cannot keep this team to a shutout. It's nothing against Hellebuck, it's nothing against the defense. They just have way too much firepower. We need more. So, offense, great that you got the first one. Get me another one in the 2nd period. Here we go. 2nd period is starting. Just don't let them get a quick one. That's all I ask. Like, don't let them get one within 10 minutes. Okay, and there we go. 10-minute mark has eclipsed, but now they get a power play. The first power play of the game. And Valerian Nichushkin's going to score right after. But then Nikolai Ehlers gets his 2nd of the night. That's what I'm talking about, Ehlers. And another penalty kill from our boys. And their power play has gone over 2. And Gabriel Velarde scores to give the Winnipeg Jets a 3-1 lead. Oh my gosh. Okay. To channel the Godfather to BC. The routine is in place. The routine is in place. 3-1 going into the 3rd period with an all-star caliber goaltender behind us. This should always be a win. Always. We cannot channel our inner, like the team that we were in the Dallas Stars series. That cannot come through under any circumstances here. You cannot allow Colorado to get back into this game. Dump the puck in, be smart, and let's go to work here, boys. Third period is underway, and there's Trevor Moore. It might be his first playoff goal, but it's a huge one. And that gives us a 3-goal lead. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so... Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing? Don't be undisciplined now. Okay, I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Bring it down, count it down, and Connor Hellebuck, take a bow, my friend. 40 saves. 40 saves to clinch us the next round. Oh my goodness. What a performance from Hellebuck. Okay. And this team is doing it. They are doing it right now. It may be against all odds. It may be many game sevens. You know, both series have been a game seven so far. But we're pushing through adversity. And we're showing that we can play. We're in the Western Conference Finals. Out in the East, it's the Islanders and the Canadiens. In the West, it's two Western Canada teams playing each other. Let's take a look at the Calgary Flames lines, boys. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. The Flames have Jonathan Huberdeau, who has 12 points in 12 games. Then Elias Lindholm, who has 13 points in 12 games. And Jacob Vrana, who has 10 points in 12 games. So they've got a good first line, really good first line. Second line is scary as well. Andrew Mangiapane with 10 points in 12 games. Scott Lawton with 12 and 12. Dylan Dubé with 12 and 12. So their top six is lethal, boys. Absolutely lethal. Now, third line, former, Ottawa Senators legend in our other series, Eli Tolvanen, 10 points in 12 games. They have crazy depth. Samuel Honzek, I don't actually know this guy. He was drafted in the first round in 2023. All right, so a real-life prospect, 4 points in 12 games. Okay, so he's not doing too much. And then Matt Coronado, 7 points in 12 games. That's good. They've got a good third line, so they have a great top nine, a really great top nine. Hopefully this fourth line is not insane. Okay, I mean, it's still good, though, but it's not world beaters or anything like that. I gotta hope their defense is bad. That's the only chance that we have here, and it's not bad. It is not bad. Mackenzie Weegar at 86 overall, only 2 points, but he's a +7. He's a shutdown guy. Rasmus Anderson, 7 points as well. So this top two, it's not Cale Makar and Bowen Byram, but it's still a really good 1-2 punch up there. And then Noah Hanifin is the perfect second-line defenseman. 6 points. He's a 0, so he's not hurting them, and he's helping them out with some points as well. Partnered with Jeremy Poirier, who's an offensive defenseman. So you get like that big body, 6'3", 207 guy in Noah Hanifin, partnered with a bit smaller, more offensive-minded Jeremy Poirier. Yeah, that's a great pairing right there. And then two big boys, Cal Foote and Kevin Ball. 6'6" for Kevin Ball, 6'5" for Cal Foote. Yeah, man, I like their defense. I'm not going to lie. I actually really like their defensive core. And they still have Connor Zary is scratched. Jordan Martinhook is here. And John Carlson, even if they want to bring in some experience, can play some minutes as well. So is their goalie horrible then? No. Wow. This is an incredibly built team. This team is absolutely incredible. They've got a great top nine. A monstrous top nine even. These is like multiple guys above point per game. They've got a great top two with a decent second pair and a big third pair, and then they have a great goalie. This is going to be a tough series here. This is going to be a really tough series. It's going to come down to goaltending. It's going to come down to making changes on the fly. So, with that being said, we've seen the Calgary Flames. We know, like, if you're in the Western Conference Finals, you're a good team. You got here for a reason. You're a good team. So, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. We got to show up here. Come on, boys. Let's give our home ice fans something else to cheer for. 2 days ago, they just went ballistic for a Game 7 against the Avs. Let's have them go crazy for Game 1 of the Calgary Flames series. Here we go. Starting it up. First period. The puck has dropped here in Winnipeg. It's not too long of a flight, and we score on the first shot of the game. Roman Josi. I love to see that. And the first period is going to end 3-0 for the Jets. We are doubling their shots. That is huge. Perfetti, Ehlers. I finally got these two guys going with Trevor Moore. Love that. Roman Josi on that second pair with JBD is doing it as well. So huge first period. Keep the momentum rolling into the second, boys. Let's go. Second period. I'll take it. Perfetti gets his second of the night. Sends legend Eli Tolvanen, scores one on Hellebuck. Third period is underway. Okay, hang on. Let's not break here, boys. They have a good team. Let's not break. No, oh my God. Don't do this to me, Hellebuck. Don't do this to me. Come on. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me here? This is absolutely unacceptable. A Hellebuck, like sometimes he makes 40 saves to close out the series, and then other times he allows 3 goals in like 7 minutes. Overtime. Here we are, boys, in overtime at the Canada Life Center. The Calgary Flames have just come back from being down 4-1 in the third period, which is absolutely unacceptable. Who do we look like? The Nashville Predators 2 nights ago? And there's another goal. Wow. Okay. All right. Jacob Braun is going to put this one away real quick off a horrible, horrible turnover from us in our own zone. And that's a game to forget. That is a game to forget. Let's just get the heck out of here and just get to the second one, because I think we outplayed them in that game. They came back in the third period for some reason. That always happens to us. But let's not think about it, boys. Let's not think about it. We're up 4-1 in the third period. I think that means that our lines are calibrated correctly. We just can't choke in the third period again, all right? So let's start this one up. Memories of goldfish, all right? Let's remember what we did wrong, and let's not make the same mistake twice, all right? Pretty simple stuff here. First period. Hellebuck, be on your game. You got a short leash now. Okay, Rasmus Andersson's going to score one. Shots fairly even, but the Flames are up 1-0. Second period, boys. Where's the offense? We had 4 goals on Dustin Wolf in the last game, and we couldn't win. That's Hellebuck's fault. That's the defense fault. So come on now. Offense. Second period. Okay, we tie it up. Logan O'Connor gets one. Verona, the overtime hero of game 1, is going to get another one. And then Nikolai Ehlers scores one on Dustin Wolf. Third period is underway. If I see a third period collapse, I am going to be livid. If they win the third period, that's one thing. But if we go up and then lose, oh, that just makes my blood boil. Because those are games that you should win every single time. And oh my God, to do it like this? But to do it like this? Rasmus Andersson scores short-handed? Dude, this is unacceptable, man. EA, come on. A short-handed goal. It's unacceptable. This is unacceptable, man. Oh my God. And we're down 2-0 in the series now. We are down 2-0 in the series, and we have a lot of minuses. But, like, it's not insane. Like, the third line's a bit of a minus. Zach Werenski is killing me. He's absolutely killing me out there. Okay, game 3. I have to make changes now. You know what? I might switch out Hellebuck again for Jack Greaves. I know Greaves has not played well once, but I might have to. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Scheifele has lost his X factors. He has lost. Alert, red alert, boys. Scheifele has lost his X factors. Do we go for Cole Perfetti up top then? He's only an 82 overall. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to maintain 84 for a little bit longer. Oh no. Oh no, without that +5, these guys are playing absolutely horribly. What do I do here? That's horrible. Okay, we're just going to make that change for now. Let me think here, boys. Let me think. Okay, I'm going to go back to the pairing that was doing it all for me. Zach Werenski and Jacob Bernard-Docker in the regular season. And then Morrissey and Brody, and they're still doing their thing. +8, +1, so I'm not going to switch them up. I know Roman Josi gets the short end of the stick. He's been great. I'm not changing him for any reason other than we just need a shake-up. Like, I don't think he's been bad or anything like that by any means. Offensively, Perfetti will get top pairing time. He has to take the torch now because Mark Scheifele's incapable of playing up there with these guys. His defense is only at 3 stars now. His skating is 3.5 stars. Physical, 2.5. Yeah, he still has the hands, he still has the shooting, but his defense and his physical category really dropping down there. So, oh man, I could even put Dano on the second line, but then we have no offense. So, or maybe Velarde deserves to be second line time. Velarde second line, Mark Scheifele third line. Could try it out. We could try it out, but like, oh man, this roster looks rough without Scheifele there, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is why we need like Brad Lambert to start growing. 24 years old, low elite, and he hasn't grown above 81. It's tough. That's really, really tough. Okay, I think these will have to be the lines. Scheifele gets demoted to the third line. Velarde on the second line. Perfetti on the first line. Let's just see if these guys can do it. And then in goal, oh my gosh, Hellebuck has lost all his X factors as well. Despite his play only improving, he's lost every single X factor. So we're taking a big hit here, boys. Greaves is going in the nets. We've lost X factors on Scheifele and Hellebuck, despite the fact that they've only played like 10 games or 16 games. It's been 16 games and they've lost every single X factor that they had. So it's crazy how fast the progression drops off. But whatever. Who am I to say? Oh, game 3 in Calgary. We got to get something going here, boys. We need to get something going. So let's go. First period, 3-2. Gabriel Velarde scores, but Verona and Huberdeau both score for their respective teams, and then Brock Besser gets one for Dustin Wolf to tie us up. Elias Lindholm then scores on Jet Greaves. Not a good first period from Jet Greaves. Second period now. I need offense, and Jet Greaves, you can't let another one in. Simple as that. You can't let one in. Second period, Ehlers ties us up, and then Matt Coronado gives Calgary a 4-3 lead now. Come on, boys. We can come back in this one. I know we can. Third period is underway. And there's Kyle Connor scoring early. Let's go. Kyle Connor gets a huge one on Dustin Wolf. Now we have to shut the door. We got to find a way. There's Zach Werenski with that new second D pairing. He's going to score as well. Even strength. I love that. I love that so much. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. And Winnipeg, we found a way. That may not be a game we deserve to win, but good teams find a way to win. And we found a way in that one. Velarde had 3 points. Ehlers had 3 points. Werenski had 2 points. Who were the big minuses out there? Because I know we had some minuses for sure. But -1, okay, I'm not too disappointed about -1. The third line is tough because Scheifele, but I'm not too mad at a -1. So do we just run it again? Let's just run it again. JBD was a +2. That's kind of cool. I feels like Werenski and Jacob Bernard Docker, they just got chemistry on that second line, man. I don't know why. They're just a pair. They're just a D pairing that works for some reason. So we're gonna keep them together. All right. Out in the East, the Islanders are beating the Canadiens. Game 4, boys. If we can win this one, this is a game changer. If we can win this one, Perfetti, you've got bumped up to the first line. You have responsibilities now. You need to step up. Game 4. This is huge. Difference between a 2-2 series lead and a 3-1 series lead. This is huge. It's not a must win for sure. You can come back from 3-1. We've done it before, but this is massive. Starting up the sim. We found a way past Dustin Wolf. I forgot that Jet Greaves is not in the net, but maybe that's good. Like alternating through the goalies. It feels like it's doing well for us. First period. Velarde. Velarde has gotten increased responsibilities and he's running with them. 2 goals in 12 seconds for Gabriel Velarde. That is massive. That is absolutely massive. Hellebuck. I know I'm calling you out a lot, but Hellebuck. I know you're not the same goalie anymore. You're only 85 now. But screw all that noise, man. Screw what everybody's saying. You just have to show up. Second period. Okay, they find 1, and we don't get any, so they're down to it's a 1-goal lead in the third period. This is as close as it's going to get. Winnipeg Jet fans are biting their nails everywhere, but Brock Besser comes through early, 33 seconds into the period, and he gives us a 2-goal lead now. The power play doesn't go anywhere, but at least we kill off 2 minutes off that clock. And a 2-goal lead has extended. Only 7 minutes left, and Kyle Connor scores one on Justin Wolf. And oh my gosh, and there's Nikolai Ehlers, and we have once again found a way through Dustin Wolf for a 5-1 victory. Whatever we've got going on right now is working. 3 stars of the night. Velarde, 2 goals. Hellebuck makes 32 saves, and Brock Besser with a goal and an assist. Let's keep this train moving, boys. This is huge right now. In back-to-back games, we have 5 goals each. That's huge. Both series tied at 2s. this really is a top 4. This is there. Everybody's evenly matched out here. So, okay, let's take a deep breath. Let's get into this one. Game 6 in Winnipeg. We have new lines. Let's go. Let's go here, boys. Come on. Let's hit the ice running. First period. Mark Scheifele, if you could get one for us for old time's sake, that would be huge. First period. Okay. Goes 2-1 in their favor. Brad Lambert luckily scores with 44 seconds left. Hopefully that gives us some momentum going into the second period. But Lindholm and Jacob Pelletier both score. Give them a 2-1 lead. Now going into the second, we should have some momentum off that late goal from Brad Lambert. I hope it extends into the next period now. Second period, boys. Second line, first line. Josh Morrissey, Roman Josi. Let's go. Second period. 3-1 for the Calgary Flames. It's Rasmus Anderson scoring on Connor Hellebuyck. So now we have to... This is big, boys. We need to score to stave off a 3-2 deficit in the series. Can we do it? Power play. Power play. Biggest power play of the series. We can't get anything going on it. Come on, boys. Oh, man. And what we just did to the Calgary Flames, it looks like they're going to come and do right back to us in a 4-2 victory. Well, do I make line changes? These lines have gone 2-1. 3 stars of the night are Dustin Wolf, Rasmus Anderson, Brad Lambert. These lines have gone 2-1. Do I make line changes or do I let it run? And these are going to be the lines going into the next game, game number 6. We're going to go Kyle Connor, Cole Perfetti, and Brock Besser. So that first line is going to remain the same. Second line will remain the same as well because these guys have been tearing it up in this series. Gabe Vilardi with 14 points now, Nikolai Ehlers with 16, and Trevor Moore only with 12, but he's a +5. So these guys have really been turning it on in this series. Third line is going to be slightly different. We're going to go Mark Scheifele, but Brad Lambert's going to be in the center and Logan O'Connor on the right. And this is mainly because obviously we see Scheifele with 9 points, Lambert with 8, O'Connor with 7. But then the main reason is because Philippe Danault is -7 with 1 assist. I'm actually tempted to move him out for Jeff Carter even because he's been costing us heavily here. So I'm really tempted to even change him out for Jeff Carter. But as it stands right now, actually, maybe I should. We can always go like Chaz Lucius in the center with 80 faceoffs. But like Philippe Danault's defense is just so good. I just don't understand why he's such a big minus. So I'll keep him in the lineup, but he's on real thin ice. And then the defense will remain the same because look at Zach Werenski was a -9 before. But at the start, since the start of the series, he's been +4 since we've moved him up there with JBD. And Ville Heinola and Roman Josi, I feel like they've been pretty even. Josi hasn't been getting many points anymore, but I can't really complain too much. This top pair is doing well. And we will go with Connor Hellebuyck in the net. 918 save percentage. She's definitely turned it around since that first series. So, boys, these are the lines. If this team's going to get it done, it's going to have to be with these lines. So here we go. Game 6 in Calgary. It's do or time. It's do or die time, boys. Let's go. Starting up the game now. What do we get here? First period. Yes. Come on, Winnipeg. Gabriel Vilardi has been lights out. Nikolai Ehlers as well. That second line is going crazy. Vilardi on the power play. Ehlers even strength. Come on, Winnipeg. Bring it home. Second period. I love these boys. Mark Scheifele gets a goal. He might only be 82 overall, but he's still trying to contribute. Kyle Connor, Logan O'Connor, that third line with the addition of Brad Lambert bringing down Philippe Danault, and they're getting it done as well. This would be an all-time throw here. This would be an all-timer, boys. There's no way. I don't want to say there's no way, but there is no way. This would be absolutely insane right here. Penalty killers do their job. 2 minutes. 1 minute. I'm not saying it. You guys can think it. I'm letting this streak ride. If you know, you know. He's the first star up there. I'm letting the streak ride. Mark Scheifele with 2 points. Gabe Vilardi with 1 goal. Don't even look at the first star, boys. Let him do his thing. Don't look at him in the locker room. Don't talk to him. He's in the zone right now. Let's keep it that way, all right? Game 7 for the 3rd series in a row here. Let's just take a look back at where we've been. This has been a crazy run. Obviously, we went to 7 against Dallas. Right here, you see that. We went to 7 against the Avs, and now we're going 7 against Calgary as well. So the lines worked out perfectly in the last one. Let's see if they can do it again. Game 7, Western Conference Finals. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go in here. Game 7s, we always watch them. And this has been a successful formula for us as well. Goal penalty kill. No, Jacob Vrana is going to score to break the shutout streak of Hellebuck at 65 minutes and 17 seconds. That is not ideal. And the first period is going to end. Can we get one late? No, we cannot. First period ends 1-0. All right, boys. See, I don't like the fact that we just scored 5 because a good goaltender is going to come back and be super angry about the fact that he just let in 5. And so he's going to have, he's going to try to have a real good game. And Dustin Wolf is a good goaltender, so we got to try to find a way to break through him. Everything on the net, get a gritty goal. I don't care. Bounce it off skates, bounce it off shin pads. I don't care how it goes in. Just get one past him. Let's go, boys. Second period underway here. And of course, we take another early penalty right there, sending them on the power play. But there's Jonas Brodin. He just signed his extension, and the 1 year, $4.85 million or whatever it is, big extension for him. Well, not big, but very team friendly. And then Josh Morrissey, his defensive partner, is going to get one as well. Oh my gosh, and those two are buzzing, and Winnipeg is, are you kidding me? I was just about to say Winnipeg is rocking. And then the fourth liner, Keegan Colasar, with 41 seconds left, is going to come ruin the parade. Are you kidding? Tie game. Going into the third period, tied at 2s. I need a hero, boys. I need a hero. Kyle Connor, Cole Perfetti, Nikolai Ehlers. Come on, somebody. Connor Hellebuck. Please. Please. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Game 7. This is where champions are made. Power play. Power play. Goes nowhere. Penalty killers. Kill it off. Kill it off. Kill it off. Huge kill. Huge kill. Let's go, boys. Come on now. 5 minutes. Don't do this to me. 4 minutes. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, my God. Penalty killers going into overtime. Shots 40 to 27. I hope you bought a ticket. I'll see you guys there. All right, Winnipeg. We are here with 1 minute left in the penalty kill. If you guys have any energy left, give it to your team right now, boys. This is a huge kill. 1 minute remains. Here's Scott Laughton over the blue line, finds Dylan Dubé. Shot saved by Hellebuck. And Josi going to try to get that out, but Dubé catches it at the blue line. Now he's in space. He's going to look backdoor. Shot, saved, rebound, saved. Huge saves from Hellebuck here late in this game. And the fans are showing their appreciation for the long-time Winnipeg Jets goaltender. Another save from Hellebuck. He's diving around. We got to get this puck out. They have full pressure. Did we just take a penalty? No, we did not. Full pressure. Hellebuck saved. Oh my goodness. And Hellebuck was making miracles happen out there. Cole Perfetti loses the draw. And that's going to be a penalty on, oh my gosh, who's that on? Brock Besser takes a tripping penalty trying to block a shot. And we're going to have to go to a 2-minute penalty kill here in overtime, Game 7. Are you kidding me, refs? You're going to call that a penalty in Game 7 of overtime? He was just trying to block a shot. That's absolutely ridiculous. Perfetti, you got to move that puck next time. Oh, it's going to be a penalty, though. Oh, my goodness. That is a huge penalty for them. Scott Laughton takes a cross-checking penalty, and the refs give us one back. We're going to a 4-on-4 situation here for about a minute. Scheifele wins the draw to Heinola. Jacob Bernard Docker now. Docker, oh my gosh. That would have been the ultimate trade deadline acquisition. If that worked, I would have been phoning fresh and sending him a tip. Good lord, oh my god, and Docker hits the post, but he draws another penalty, and we're going to go on a 4-on-3. It's going to turn into a 5-on-3 here incredibly soon. Should I take a timeout? Maybe not right now, maybe the next whistle I should take a timeout, but that is a huge, huge opportunity for the Winnipeg Jets. Look at that, big draw penalty there from JBD, and now our power play gets to go to work. He's going to get that puck at the blue line. Scheifele now, oh, big save, and then Scheifele takes a penalty, and just like that, our power play has gone away. Actually, I'm going to take a... Should I take a timeout here to get our first power play some time? We still have 4-on-3. Yeah, I'm going to take a penalty right here. Might not be the right call, but we still have a 4-on-3 for like a minute or so. I'm going to take a quick timeout, get these guys rested, and then get them back out there. Finds Ehlers. Oh my goodness, he was making moves, but a huge save. Josh Morrissey now. Josh Morrissey, he scores. Josh Morrissey, the captain, he's gonna score. And the Winnipeg Jets are off to the Stanley Cup Finals. Do you believe in dreams, boys? The captain of the Winnipeg Jets gets the go-ahead or the winning goal to put his team into the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh my gosh, you dream about moments like that as a kid, captaining a team to send them to the Stanley Cup Final, to win the Stanley Cup Final, and Josh Morrissey just lived out his childhood dream in front of 20,000 strong in Canada Life Center. He doesn't touch the trophy, and the Jets are off to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second time in 3 years. And quick shout out to Connor Hellebuyck, who made 47, count 'em, 47 saves in the Game 7 there. This man shows up when it matters. 959 save percentage. What a performance out of Connor Hellebuyck. And now we get to find out who we are playing in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's advance that day. We don't get any rest, of course. Who is it going to be? Is it Montreal or is it the New York Islanders? And it is the New York Islanders, who went 51, 23, and 8 in the regular season. Let's take a look at how the Islanders got here. They've also had a pretty grueling affair, going 6 against the Rangers, 7 against Toronto, and then 6 against the Montreal Canadiens. They've only played 2 less games than us, so I'm not feeling too bad about our energy. I just need these boys to come through for me one time, man. Where were they in the regular season? I think they were like one of the best teams in the league, pretty sure. Because I know the Metro was insane. Yeah, they were the second best team. So the second best team is playing the third best team here in the Stanley Cup Finals. We are a bit more offensive than them, but they are much more defensive. Ilya Sorokin doing his thing. Their power play was not great in the regular season. Their penalty kill was on par with, well, our penalty kill was fairly on par with theirs, so not that any of those regular season stats matter. It's all about the team stats. What have they been doing here in the playoffs here? So it's us and the Islanders. We are letting in more goals than them, and they're also scoring more. So they're scoring more and they're allowing less than us. That is not fantastic. They also have a great power play. Ours is clicking at 18. Theirs is at 25. Great, but we have a better penalty kill. Ours is at 86. Theirs is at 84. Okay, we're road warriors, but they are too. So interesting to see how the series is going to shape up here. Let's go take a look at their team and see how they got here. What kind of a team they're rocking with to get to the Stanley Cup Finals, boys. This is the second time in this series that we've been here. So the second time in 5 years that we've been to the Stanley Cup Finals, and I think it's the second time in 3 years, like back to like second time in 3 years consecutively that we've been here. Where am I going? But we've had 5 seasons with the Islanders, or with the with the Jets, and we've made to the Stanley Cup Finals 2 out of those 5. So on paper, I think the Flames looked a little bit better than them, at least offensively. But Matthew Barzal, this guy can do everything for them. He's got 20 points in 19 games, pretty decent. Then there's Bo Horvat in the center, who's got 20 and 20 and 19. And then Morgan Geekie on that first line. That's a bit strange. Morgan Geekie, definitely not a first line player, but 12 points in 20 games played is nothing to sneeze at. Then Pierre Engvall, Jean-Gabriel Pageau, and Tyler Toffoli. I think our second line is better than theirs, but Toffoli has 21 points in 19 games. Pierre Engvall has 15 points. I don't understand that, but whatever. Good for you, Pierre Engvall. Then they have Anthony Duclair, Connor McMichael, and Thomas Tatar. That's a good third line. Duclair with 12, McMichael with 8, Tatar with 12, and then Matthew Joseph. Oh my gosh, he knows how to win. Oh no, boys. Of course, you always have to go through your demons in the playoffs. You always have to go through them. We traded him to Pittsburgh. He was here for how many years? How many years was he here for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-year career with the Winnipeg Jets. He was our captain for 1, 2, 3, 4 years? 3 or 4 years he was our captain for. And then we traded him and we made Josh Morrissey the captain. Oh man. Adam Lowry's going to be out for vengeance. Okay, but this is where they're super strong. Adam Pelech, 88 overall. He's got 9 points. He's a plus 13. That's tough. Noah Dobson, he's got 17 points. He's a plus 17. These two, one of the best defensive pairings in the NHL. Next up, Alexander Romanov with Ryan Pulak. Again, a huge defensive unit. They are minus, but they have great overalls. And then Samuel Bolduc and Matt Waugh. Yeah, they're minus as well. But this first defensive pairing is insane, man. Looking at the goaltender, it's pretty comparable to our goalie. But Ilya Sorokin, he's going to win the Vezina this year. He had a 922 save percentage with 2.57 goals against average in the regular season, man. So this guy's definitely getting the Vezina this year. He had 44 wins on the season. Yeah, they're a good team. They are a good team. I'm not too scared about their offense. I'm mostly worried about their defense and their goaltender. So we got to find a way to score goals is basically what I'm saying here. But boys, we've been here before, and we got embarrassed by the New York Rangers. I remember. What year was it? Let me go take a look. We got embarrassed in 5 games by the New York Rangers. I remember. I can't look at the awards, but I remember that series. We won the first game, and then we lost the next 4 consecutive. So don't get too high, don't get too low, boys. All right, let's keep a middle ground here. We're in the Stanley Cup final. Let's do this, boys. Come on. A lot of these guys might not get another chance. Roman Josi. Oh yeah, let's do this lineup. Let's do the lineup. Here we go. A lot of you guys might not be getting many more chances. You're getting older. Guys like Mark Scheifele, who's 35 years old. You know, guys like Philippe Danault, who's also 35. On defense, Roman Josi. It's your first year being in the playoffs in like 6 years or something. Yeah, 6 years. Your first year being in the playoffs. You've played 21 games. You have 8 points. You're doing your thing out there. Just show these guys what you're made of. Zach Werenski, you're 30. You've been with us for quite a while now. 3 years consecutively in the playoffs. Come on, man. I need you. I need you right now. Morrissey, lead us, Morrissey. You're playing the former captain. Show me why I made the right decision. Guys like Connor Hellebuck, in between the pipes, 35 years of age. But look at, he's playing like he's 28 in his prime still. He still has that passion in him. He still can play. He's showing us that right now. So come on, boys. Play for Mark Scheifele. Play for Connor Hellebuck. Play for Roman Josi. Play for each other. Let's go here. Game 1. We don't have home ice advantage for the first time in this playoff run, but we've been road warriors anyways. So we're in, where are we? We're in the UBS Center. You know they're going to be going crazy over there in New York, so come on here, boys. Come on, let's go. Starting up game number 1. Hellebuck, I need you, man. I need you. First period. Yes. 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 Pajot scores, but then we shrug it off. 8 seconds later, Cole Perfetti scores. After that, Philippe Danault scores. 2 minutes after that, Chaz Lucia scores. And the Winnipeg Jets are buzzing. Let's go, boys. Second period. Okay, that's perfect. That's a perfect second period. Nothing crazy happens. We don't take any crazy penalties, hopefully. You just coast through it, dump that puck in, get it in deep, play smart hockey here in the third now. Third is underway. Shots in our favor for now, but you're definitely going to see the Islanders push here. 5-on-3 power play. You got to score on this. We don't. 5-on-3. We don't score on it. That can come back to bite us. But Trevor Moore says, no, I'm going to put it in from the corner on some Holm. Holm's in the net. It's not Sorokin. It's Holm. Oh my gosh. And the Winnipeg Jets are going to take advantage of the backup goalie being in the net. What happened there? Was he in the net in the start as well? No, it was Sorokin. So did Sorokin get injured halfway through? Oh my goodness. Or did they just pull him after allowing 3 goals? Either way, I'm not going to complain about it. That's a huge Game 1 victory on the road. Lucius with 2 points, Philippe Danault with 2 points, and Holm makes 17 saves. Does it look like he has a Winnipeg Jets jersey on? Is Holm a former Winnipeg Jet as well? Don't tell me this, bro. I got to go check this out now. I got to check the injury report. But a huge Game 1 for the Jets. Cole Perfetti leading us with 21 points in 22 games. Let me go check the injury report. I'll report back to you guys, see if they have any injuries here. There's no data to display for the New York Islanders injury report here. So I guess Sorokin he had to go to the bathroom or something like that. I don't know. But now I got to go take a look at Holm as well. See if this guy was a drafted player for the Winnipeg Jets once upon a time, or what the heck's going on here? Because I don't remember seeing his name once in like my lists or my sheets or anything like that. Arvid Holm, drafted in the 6th round in 2017 by the Winnipeg Jets, because he was in the organization. All right, Arvid Holm. He had a pretty good performance in front of us, but it didn't matter. We got a goal on him, and we got the win as well. So that's all I care about. Arvid Holm, I swear, EA's throwing everything at us. The former captain, another goalie who I literally completely forgot about. Everything in the kitchen sink's getting thrown at us in this series, man. So we're fighting through it. We're up 1-0 in the series. Let's go make it 2-0, boys. Let's go make it 2-0 right here. Sorokin had nothing for us in that first period. Let's shell him once again. First period. Dang. Okay. Islanders going to score as Romanov getting his 2nd goal of this series. It's very strange. But if you look at how we're simulating, I think we're simulating quite well. We're doubling their shots. It's just they got a lucky one past us. That's okay. You know, Alex Romanov was right in front of the net. Like, you know, they're desperate if they're sending a defensive defenseman out to be tipping that puck in the front, right? So we've got them where we want them. We have more shots. We got to find a way past Sorokin. Let's go. Stay calm here, boys. We're still in this one. Second period. Dang it, man. Pierre Engvall and Anthony Duclair are going to get going on that 2nd and 3rd line, respectively. And, yeah, it's going to be tough to put in 3 past Sorokin in 1 period. We did it in Game 1. Now it's 4. Yeah, this game's chalked. All right, boys, it's okay. Just lick our wounds. I mean, Sorokin, after allowing 3 in the first period, he's gonna shut the door, try to go for a shutout right now. But Nikolai Ehlers, though, thwarts that as soon as I say shutout, of course. I love it. But a moral victory in the fact that we don't allow him to get a shutout. But he made 43 saves. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen here. Sorokin, 977 save percentage. Okay. But if you think about this in the long run, Sorokin can't keep that pace up forever, all right? He cannot keep that pace up forever. It's 1-1. We each won on their home ice. So if we can keep home ice advantage here, things are looking very good for us. All right, boys? So just take this one game at a time. We're still in this thing, all right? I know that game felt bad, but we're still in this thing. I know we can still do this, boys. Here we go. Game number 3 in Winnipeg, in front of the home ice fans. They're going insane in Winnipeg. The whiteout is the fullest it's ever been. Let's go here, boys. First period. 1-1. We find a way past Sorokin. Mark Scheifele on that power play gets one. Then Ryan Pulock blasts one past Connor Hellebuck. All right. But once again, we're leading in the shots. We are simulating better than them. They just have Sorokin has the juice right now. He's got the juice in him. So Not mad at you boys whatsoever. Let's go into the second period and let's go strong, all right? Let's keep the momentum. Let's work. Let's throw everything at the net, all right? I don't care how it goes in. Second period. Come on, boys. Second period. Okay, it's going to stay 1-1. And this is the type of game I don't want to get into with the Islanders because, you know, they have the guy like Barzal or Bo Horvat who can just put one in, and they also have the goalie to keep this to keep this a 1-goal lead, or to keep it tied at 1 to shut us out, right? So being in a super close game like this is tough against a team like the Islanders. But I still have faith in the boys. We can still get this done. Let's play smart in the third period. Don't give them any insane chances. And we give them a power play as soon as I say that. But we score off just after the power play. It's Trevor Moore shooting one past Sorokin on the wall there. I'm not sure how that went in. And now it's Hellebuck's turn to have a great performance. But Samuel Bolduc, the 78 overall defenseman on the third line, are you kidding me? Gets a goal past Hellebuck. And with 1.5 minutes, we're going to overtime. Here we are for game number 3 in Canada Life Center. It's overtime. It's 2-2. The next goal puts their team up 2-1 in the series. Let's make that us, boys. Here we go. Logan O'Connor. Shot saved by Sorokin. Now he's sprawling. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, you could have went back to the backhand and you had a wide open net, Zach Werenski. But instead, he puts it right into Sorokin's chest. Now we have the pressure. Shot. Sorokin is sprawling around. Let's get shots on the net, boys. Shoot that puck. Shifley. Shot. Rebound. We can't get the rebound in, though. And the defense of the New York Islanders collapse and allow Sorokin to recover. Steelers trying to make something happen. Into the slot. Oh my god, he missed. Cole Perfetti missed a wide open net. Oh my god, the pressure mounts to the young man who has the increased responsibility on that first line. And he can't put the puck in the wide open net. Trevor Moore now. Moore with that puck. He's going to go across the ice to Chaz Lucius. Lucius in space. Lucius, the young man. Lucius scores his 5th goal of the playoffs, but he buries that past the glove hand of Sorokin to give the Jets a 2-1 lead in the series. The biggest goal of the young man's career, and it's a huge one. What a performance out of these Winnipeg Jets on home ice. We buckled down defensively. We had many chances in the offensive zone. Cole Perfetti missing a wide open net, but Chaz Lucius snipes that past the glove hand of Ilya Sorokin, and the Jets get a 2-1 lead in the series. And again, another honorable mention here to Connor Hellebuck, who made 48 saves, boys. Obviously, when we go in to watch, they get more saves because we have 20-minute periods, but the game plays so much faster than that. But he made 48 saves, for a .960 save percentage. What an absolutely monstrous performance from Connor Hellebuck. And the Jets can rest easy tonight, knowing we have a 2-1 lead, boys. But we cannot get complacent, all right? We can't get complacent. If we win this one, we're feeling good. But if we go 2-2 back to the Islanders' home, man, that's going to be a rough game. So let's do it right here, all right? Let's do it right here, boys. Come on. I know we can. We have the roster for it. We have the defense. We have the offense. We have the goaltender. Game 4. The fans are behind us. The entire country is behind us. They want to see Winnipeg get one. They want to see Canada get a cup. Come on, boys. First period. 1-0 for the Islanders. And the Jets are having a tough time finding a way past Ilya Sorokin here. It seems like after we win, Sorokin puts up an incredible performance, and I do not want to see that again, boys. Everything at the net. I don't care if he makes 80 saves. Everything at the net in the second period. Here we go. Second period. And that's a way to do it. That's a way to do it. The young man Chaz Lucius carrying over his momentum from the last game. Then Brock Besser gets one. And then Cole Perfetti. Look at all 3 of these goals in very similar places here. All on the left side of the ice. Huge goals from us. Pierre Engvall gets one to get this game closer. It's 3-2 lead for the Winnipeg Jets in game number 4. We have 27 shots to their 13. Going into the third period, boys, simple hockey wins championships. Make the simple play. Do not lose the puck in the neutral zone or the blue lines. Make the simple play in the third period. Keep it simple. Here we go. Third period is underway. Hellebuck, I need you, man. I just won. Just once. Just give me the voodoo just for one time, EA. Oh my gosh. Third period. 5 minutes. I don't even know how to commentate this. They are barely getting any shots on net. And Brad Lambert is going to give us the go-ahead goal. Not the go-ahead, but like the insurance there. Oh my gosh. And the young kids, the future of the Winnipeg Jets, are showing up when it matters the absolute most here. Perfetti gets the game winner. Ches Lucius gets a goal. Brad Lambert gets a goal. The young kids are showing up. And Josh Morrissey, the captain, backstops them with 2 assists to be the 3rd star of the night. And do you believe in miracles? The Winnipeg Jets have afforded... No. Oh, as soon as I'm getting hype. Oh my god. Okay, we have to edit lines manually. Kyle Connor is out until June 15th. I don't even know what it was. Okay, we're going to have to throw in Jeff Carter for now. Just for now. He's not going to stay up there, boys. Don't worry. Do we go with Scheifele? Or do we go with Chaz Lucius? I'm thinking Chaz Lucius. Or do we... No. Okay, realistically, we probably want to go Nikolai Ehlers. Ehlers or Trevor Moore. Right? But this second line has been... They've been great, but... Ehlers is more of a goal scorer. Yeah, we kind of want a goal scorer up there with them. Somebody... Yeah, okay, let's go Ehlers with them. Then over here, this could be Chaz Lucius. Jeff Carter gets 4th line time with Danault and Hutsko. Logan O'Connor, Brad Lambert, Scheifele. Or hang on a second. Okay, I'll edit these four-man power play lines. Hang on, boys. I'm thinking of a comment from, I believe it was Alexander a couple of episodes ago, who basically told me when it gets hairy, you know, in the playoffs, when things are looking bleak, when we don't know what to do, if we need an infusion in this geriatric roster of youth, hang on, you might want to look to the farm system, to Melvin Barker, 5-star shooting. Not great defensively. He hasn't grown. That's the problem, right? He hasn't grown too much. He's 20 years old. He had 43 goals this year. He shoots that puck like a crazy person, huh? 274 shots. Yeah, he has like 4 shots a game. But not right now. Not in the Stanley Cup Finals. If we go down more, maybe. But not right now. Okay. Ehlers, Perfetti, Besser, Lucius, Velarde, Moore, Scheifele, Lambert, O'Connor, Hutsko, Danault, Carter. On defense, keeping it the same. Morrissey, Brodin, Werenski, JBD. Yeah, Werenski's only a -5 now. He was -9 before. Good lord. And then Josi, Heinola. Backstopping us in goal. Don't talk to him. Don't look at him. If you see him on the street, think, oh my gosh, I'm looking at the best player of all time right now. Don't go up to him. Don't boost his ego. Nothing like that, all right? Let's just do our thing. Okay. Hang on a second. I have to fix the other lines. Hang on. I'll keep you guys on board because I don't want you guys to think any shenanigans are going on here. So I'll keep you on board for this. The power play for one. Yeah, Jeff Carter's not getting power play time. Let's fix that right now. Trevor Moore. Instead of Jeff Carter, let's go Chaz Lucius here. And then instead of Jeff Carter here, we will go with a defenseman in Roman Josi. Yes, okay, good. We'll do the same thing. I did power play, 4-man power plays, right? Yeah, decent. Okay, good. Penalty kill. I don't think he's on the penalty kill, but I'm just going to make sure. I'm just always making sure here. Danault, Lambert, Velarde, extra lines. He'll be on extra lines. 4-on-4. Also, we have to get Scheifele out of here, too. It's got to go Perfetti instead. And this will become, I guess this could be Trevor Moore, Perfetti, Ehlers, and Velarde. And then not Scheifele and Carter for sure. Let's go Chaz Lucius. And who could be a good winger? We already have Ehlers. More Besser, yeah. Brock Besser. All right. I like that. Okay. 3-on-3, the same thing here. We will go with Moore and Perfetti. Then on line, this will be Velarde. And then third unit will be Lucius. And I'm keeping you guys on board. I know it's irritating, but I don't want you know, I want to stay true to the playthrough, right? Extra attackers, Morsi, not Carter. We will go with Perfetti and yeah, I guess Perfetti. Perfetti's got to get the chance here. All right, goalies keep the same. All the lines are looking good. So I'll take a deep breath here, boys. Game 5. We have the opportunity to do something that a Winnipeg Jets team has never done before. Game 5. In New York. I don't care where we do it. I don't care where we do it whatsoever. We're in New York. Let's go, boys. Do it for Kyle. Do it for Kyle. Come on. Game 5 underway. First period. Let's get through Sorokin. First period. Okay. 0-0. Both teams don't want to make the mistake. It's understandable. Elimination game. Pretty understandable. This is going to be a low-scoring one. It's a good first period. I will take that. I'm a bit worried about offense now that Kyle Connor is gone, so I'm going to need offense to be generated from the back end. I want Morrissey up in the rush. I want Werenski up in the rush. I want Roman Josi up in the rush, all right? Not too crazy. You don't have to pinch everything, but just a little bit of extra offense out there. Second period, boys. Here we go. Let's find a way past them. Second period. Trevor Moore. You beautiful man, Trevor Moore. I think I moved him up to the first power play unit as well. You beautiful man. What a trade deadline acquisition. Come on. Come on, boys. Let's go. Hellebuck. This would be a legacy moment. Third period is underway. 5-on-4, 5-on-3, 5-on-3. The Zebras are gifting it to us. We can't find a way. 10 minutes remain in the third period. My heart is pumping. And Trevor Moore, the trade deadline acquisition from the assistant general managers, and Logan O'Connor, the free agent pickup. Well, hang on. Anthony Duclair gets one for the Islanders. And it's Jet Greaves in the net. But with 1.5 minutes remaining, we're going to jump into this one. Oh my goodness. Do you believe in miracles, guys? Do you believe in miracles? Because I sure as heck do. I sure as heck do. And I know that these Winnipeg Jets had what it took. I knew we had what it took to do this. Lockdown defense. Lock that thing down. I didn't press it in time. I had my controller on my lap. But I'm just so excited right now. Oh my gosh. Let's go here, boys. Lambert's out there. Over to Roman Josi. Mark Scheifele. Oh my gosh. What? No, we took a penalty. Okay, hang on. Let's not bottle this. Let's not be the 2013 Toronto Maple Leafs here, boys. Okay, who have we gotten goals from? We've gotten 2 goals from Trevor Moore. We've gotten a goal from Logan O'Connor. The trade deadline and the free agency pickups. So Logan O'Connor takes a tripping penalty on Noah Dobson. And now everything is going to be thrown to the net. Look at Mitch Marner there in points. Weren't they out in the first round? No, second round. And he has 20 points. That's insane. Okay, big win from Philippe Danault. That's why he's on this team. Huge win from him. And now we're going to get this puck out. Brad Lambert is going to ice that all the way down the ice as the young Brad Lambert. I love that. I can't believe they hadn't pulled their goalie, though. And then Philippe Danault getting in there on the forecheck. Oh my gosh. Lambert shot saved by Sorokin, but we get a little opportunity there, short-handed. And boys, things are looking up. Here's Pierre Engvall. They've pulled their goaltender now. It's going to be 6-on-4 for the next 55 minutes. But Philippe Danault intercepted over to Josh Morrissey. Morrissey just doing that is captaincy material right there. He could have tried to flick that towards the net, but no. He says, I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm just going to dump this down the ice. And now they've iced the puck. They're feeling shook out there. Oh my goodness, boys. I'm getting hype. 42 seconds left in this one. And here it is. Let's all take a good look at it. We could be raising this in 42.1 seconds. And when I say we could be, I mean if we don't, I'm going to have a serious talk with this team. We might have to blow it up if we don't win it in this game. Good Lord, boys. Okay. You see in the bottom left how our lines are glitched? Yeah, I see that too. We got our penalty kill units out there. Velarde wins the draw. Brodin tries to take a shot on net. that it does not go anywhere. But Roman Josi is there to poke that away. Roman Josi, what a playoff performer as well. A guy who has not been in the playoffs in 6 years, and he comes here to Winnipeg, and he has a great playoff performance. Yeah, he might be relegated to the third defensive pairing, but it just shows the amount of depth that we have on the blue line for this year, man. Like, having an 87 overall, former Norris Trophy winner as our third pair defenseman. You might say that's a bit disrespectful, but I say, no, he wanted to go, oh, come on, EA. What the heck is that? Tyler Toffoli should have put that right into his own net. He was signaling to us that they were waving the white flag right there. How did that not go in? And now they could get a chance to score here. What is this, EA? This is nonsense, shenanigans. But with 5 seconds remaining, as I was rambling on about Roman Josi and the EA simulation, the Winnipeg Jets are going to lift Lord Stanley for the first time in their history as a franchise. I could be wrong on that, but I hope I'm not. That would be really embarrassing if I am. Whatever. I don't have the history books on me right now. I'm just too excited. I'm just way too excited. The Winnipeg Jets, oh my gosh, we do it in New York. But I don't care where it gets done, boys. I just care that we get to shake hands. What an opponent. You know, we took the experience. Oh, and Cole Perfetti gets all these guys in the comments. People in the comments were saying, this guy hasn't grown the way we wanted to. He's a bust. I'm not sure about Cole Perfetti. He's the Conn Smythe winner. Raise that trophy high, buddy. You deserve it. You deserve it. And now they're going to lug out the hardest trophy to win in all of sports, the Stanley Cup. Come on over, Josh Morrissey. You've led our team in the absence of Adam Lowry. You led this team. This incredibly strong defensive core has gotten it done. And take a lap, my friend. I love to see it. Josh Morrissey raises that with pride. And all of Winnipeg back home is cheering for you. And who's he going to hand it off to? I think this is pretty easy one. It's going to go to Mark Scheifele right here, man. His great friend, the assistant captain. People were saying he fell off in the middle of the playoffs. Oh, he's not the same guy he used to be. He's 35 on an $8.5 million deal. Yeah, that may be so. But he's a leader on this team, and we could not have done it without him. Congratulations, Mark Scheifele. Next up is going to be a man who has suffered the dark ages here. Connor Hellebuyck. He was here when this team was not great, when we were getting knocked out in the first round, the second round, the third round, all of it. He's been through it all. And from the ashes, he sticked with us, signed the $8.5 million deal. And he had some incredible performance, making like 48 saves in Game 3 to get us that win. And finally, I think it's got to go to Jeff Carter. I think it's got to go to Jeff Carter next. He's been in the league for 20 plus years, it feels like. This man, he's won cups with LA. He tried in Pittsburgh, that didn't end up going too well, but he comes over to the Winnipeg Jets. And we say, hey man, sign a team-friendly deal, you know, league minimum, roughly, and come get yourself another Stanley Cup. And he was a sneaky good ad for us. He had good regular season performances, and he was in and out of the lineup in the postseason. But relax, boys. Take a picture. Savor this moment for eternity, Winnipeg Jet fans. The Stanley Cup champions are your Winnipeg Jets, baby. Oh my goodness. What a journey this has been. The 2027-2028 Winnipeg Jets, forever etched onto the Stanley Cup in memoriam. You can never take that achievement away from us, boys. We came together as a team. I'm so proud of this team. We didn't do it with generated prospects like we had to do it in Ottawa. We did it with real players, real life people, young players sometimes. Yeah, Chaz Lucius, Brad Lambert, those types of guys. But we did it with real life players. And man, this is one of the my favorite franchise modes I've ever done. Like even like in my spare time when I used to like grind out a bunch of episodes of franchise mode when, I wasn't in like university and things like that. But being in university, my time is limited. So being able to come here once a week and record these videos, obviously now with school done, it's twice a week now, but same type of thing. I'm super proud of this team that we have put on the ice, and I couldn't be more happy that these are the guys that got it done for us, man. Let's simulate to that draft. Oh my gosh, what a performance. The salary cap goes up. Just great news all around. Draft lottery, here it is if you're interested. San Jose gets the first. I mean, how many firsts are they going to get? Chicago gets the second. Arizona, LA. So everybody in the West is just going crazy, huh? Well, yeah, the West is just going to get tougher and tougher. No scouting. If you retired players, who's going to call it quits right here? We see John Tavares goes out with the Avs. Oh, that's tough, man. We beat them out in round number 2. Anze Kopitar goes out. Steven Stamkos with Tampa goes out. Nicholas Backstrom, Brent Burns, Jimmy Benn, David Perron we had on Winnipeg for a little bit. And Jeff Carter goes out a champion. What a career for Jeff Carter. Max Pacioretty is here. John Carlson with 823 points. Derek Brassard, Riley Smith, Misfits, Jared Spurgeon, Toy Krug, Alex Killorn, all these guys down here going out. And looking at goalies, Semyon Varlamov, Cam Talbot, James Reimer, Peter Mrazek, and then Aaron Dell, Scott Wedgwood, these guys down here. So that's the class, the 2028 class going out. Tavares, Kopitar, Stamkos. Stamkos got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, man. 2 cups. It might actually be 3 in this universe, I forget. But what great careers for these guys. Congratulations to all you guys on incredible careers. Tavares has become a coach, and Brent Burns has also become a coach. That's cool. And now we are at the NHL entry draft. So you guys know what time it is. Let's take a look at the awards. The awards, the Stanley Cup. It was two years ago when we faced the Rangers. We lost in 4. But then, come back 2 years later, we win Lord Stanley. The President's Trophy went to the Hurricanes. We obviously won the Clarence S. Campbell. And then the Prince of Wales goes to the Islanders. The individual awards, Art Ross goes to Kucherov. The Hart goes to Kucherov as well. The Norris goes to Adam Fox. Lady Byng to Kucherov. The Calder to Gavin McKenna. Yeah, I remember that. Conn Smythe Trophy. Cole Perfetti. Winnipeg Jets fans. How does that feel? That looks crazy, huh? Vezina goes to Sorokin. Jennings goes to Sorokin. Bill Masterton to Siegenthaler. Jack Adams goes to Stevenson, the coach of the Blues, when the coach of the Capitals had won it the past 4 straight seasons. The Selke goes to Elise Lindholm for the 2nd time. Ted Lindsay over to Nikita Kucherov, and then Maurice Richard to Nikita Kucherov after Alexander Ovechkin. Did he retire, or did he just start to slow down at like 45 years old, or however old he is now? In the AHL, we get the equivalent to the most points. Wow, Zeklin scores the most points for the Manitoba Moose. All right, that's cool. And he has the MVP. Wow, that's insane. And Melvin Barker gets the most goals, so he gets the Rocket Richard basically, and Melvin Barker gets the outstanding rookie. So that's 4 trophies for the AHL team. Count them. Frederick Anderson gets a trophy down here. That's kind of funny to see. Is he with the Marlies as well? Oh, he comes full circle. That is really funny. And Mackenzie Blackwood down there in the AHL as well. Cool. Good to see, boys. This has been an incredibly long one. I don't know how long it's been, but I've been sat down here for almost 3 hours now looking at the recording. This has been a long one. So yeah, just doing lines, doing scouting, all this types of stuff. Speaking of scouting, there are some really good players in this draft here. So we have we are going to obviously, we don't even have a first, do we? We don't have a first. Yeah. Let me take a look at the draft board for you guys. If anybody's still sticking around, props to you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 picks, but this is the cost that it takes to get a Stanley Cup here, boys. So we have the 64th selection, the 96th selection, let's see if I can do this, 128th selection, and then the 160th selection. So we will look for people around there. We don't really have much value to trade. I'm thinking we either trade, we will probably trade the rights to one of, oh, here's Josh Morrissey. He's going to want like $16 million now, huh? No, he's not. But did he grow to a 91? It looks like he kind of did. That's cool. All right. Zach Werenski or Roman. We might trade one or both of Zach Werenski and Roman Josi. And that's simply because Mats Dahl is going to be coming into this roster as a defensive defenseman, left-handed shot already. So we get like Morrissey and then Jonas Brodin and then Mats Dahl on the third line. And then, so that kind of leaves out Werenski or Josi, unless we want to try to keep Zach Werenski. He does want to come back, but 9 mil, yeah, and we only have 18 mil left. Like, we could do it for sure. Then we would still have another spot left over for our defenseman there. So, again, leave me your thoughts on what you think about that, and I'll be sure to look at them as always, and we will incorporate them into the videos. But looking at the scouts now, or the draft class, so around 64, and that's just like anybody insane that we want to try to trade up for, but I don't think we have value to really trade up. You know, I'd love to get a guy like this at 9. He's a medium elite player. But I'm not really seeing anything crazy here. A lot of medium top 9 forwards, top 6 defensemen, guys like this, 3 years away. Yeah. So let's just kind of go down to like around 60 or so. There's a low elite player here, 2-way forward, low elite, 3 years away, 6'5" as well. So that could be nice. I'll pin him. Bergfors, Magnus Bergfors. I'll pin him for right now. Anybody else? Medium elite play. That's a goalie though. Yeah, goalies are kind of whatever. A defensive defenseman. Wow, at 62. So we could definitely just trade up a few spots for this guy. Medium elite defensive. He can play the left and right side. He's 6'1", 18 years old. Medium elite, 5 years away. He's going to be a project similar to a guy like Dylan Baker, but that's definitely an option there for the future if we want to try to do that. Now let's just go by potential. I didn't really see anything else too crazy, but just sorting by potential, we get, okay, we also have a guy at 96, another defensive defenseman and another defensive. So we have 3 medium elite defensive defensemen in this draft. We have a 6'1" Polish player. That's Poland, right? We have a Canadian at 96. He's 5 years away. These guys are all 5 years away, right? Yeah, all 5 years away, but all medium elite. And then we have a 17-year-old Denmark. A Dane, of course. All defensive defensemen. This guy's 18, but then these two are both 17. They're all left-handed as well. So really pick your poison. They're pretty much the same types of players. They're all 5 years away. They all have shoot pinch, except Aiden Nolan might have cycle balanced. Looking at their stats, see, I mean, they're all identical. Yeah, they're all identical. So that's interesting. Oh, there's another defensive defenseman here at Swede at 109, 5 years away, shoot pinch, identical to all these other guys. Actually, slightly different, a bit better senses. Oh wait, yeah, he's a defensive defenseman as well. Okay, so a lot of defensemen in this draft we can go after. You know, with our 3rd round pick or something. I can maybe even trade the 2nd to try to get 2 of these guys if you guys want, or something like that. Trade down to try to get multiple. At 236, there's a low elite player. I'll be sure to pick him up, a right defenseman. Looks like it's a real good draft for defenseman. 236 low elite player. He's going to get picked up. Absolutely. And anybody else? A gem here. Medium top 6 sniper, similar to Theo Fleury, but at 37, I don't have value to trade up for that, really. More medium top 6 guys here in like the mid hundreds. Yeah, this is great value. 3 years away, medium top 6 forward. Wow. Serge Gamache? Serge Gamache. Probably Gamache. He's in the QMJHL. Yeah, Gamache. Okay. Serge 161. Cool. These are the guys that are 5 years away. So yeah, Serge at 161. 3 years away, right winger as well. Sniper. Right winger sniper with a left shot. 19 years old though, but that's kind of interesting. Let's look for defensemen now. Any nice defensemen? Here we go. Medium top 4 defensemen. Oh, well, why am I looking at defensemen though? There's a bunch of medium elites. Either way, doesn't hurt to look. 120. He's 5 years away though, so that's not going to be crazy. An offensive defenseman here. You don't see these too often. 3 years away, offensive defenseman at 59. Sami Puustinen. Let me know what you think about him. And then all these other guys kind of, yeah, okay, we're kind of getting to the bottom of the barrel there. So a lot of guys there that I pinned. And that's going to do it for this episode, boys. It was a crazy one. I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, you're a real one. Thank you so much for all the support on the videos and everything. If you like to give it a like, there's new videos coming out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so be sure to tune in if you like what you see. It's not too often that we win the cup, so definitely give this one a like if you liked the journey, the storytelling, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Come back Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Peace out, everybody.